Geneviève Janssens, Director of Winemaking at Mondavi Winery in Oakville, in our beautiful Napa Valley. So when Mr. Mondavi in 1966 decided to open his winery, it was mainly to show to the world that Napa Valley was able to create wines which belonged in the company of the great wines. So To Kalon inspired Mr. Mondavi. He's always said great wines come from great vineyards, and To Kalon was a vineyard for him. We are continuing his legacy. I consider a first growth vineyard, a vineyard which every year will give stability no matter what the weather will be, great quality wines and never being down. And every year we have gorgeous Cabernet Sauvignon, and that's how I call the first growth in Napa Valley, because we always do good wines. Mr. Mondavi always liked his Cabernet Sauvignon. And he selected To Kalon because he loved Cabernet Sauvignon Reserve. He always wanted his Cabernet Sauvignon Reserve to be as silky as a baby bottom and as powerful as the voice of Pavarotti. 2010 vintage is an interesting vintage. It has been quite a challenge for the growers and the grape growers and for the winemakers too. The 2010 Cabernet Sauvignon Reserve from Mondavi Winery comes from 90% of the To Kalon vineyard and 10% from Oakville. So 100% Oakville appellation. So overall, the flavors are extremely fresh, fruity because of the cold weather, the cold vintage, and we have a lot of concentration in the flavor. So tannin had the time to mature, so this wine is delicious at the present time, but I am anticipating a long life for the wine. I'm sure in 30 years it's going to be still delicious. So I hope you enjoy the wine the same way we have enjoyed making it. Cheers to all of you. So we are tasting the Pinot Noir Reserve today. The Pinot Noir Reserve comes from two ranches in Carneros, south of Napa Valley. And this is two beautiful vineyards. One is called the Hyde Vineyard, and the other ranch is Rancho Carneros. Both have been coming at the winery for many, many years. It's an excellent terroir. So we harvest very early in the morning. The fruit needs to come very cold at the winery. We really believe in the cold maceration, the extraction, a very gentle extraction before the fermentation. So we extract the color, the softness of the skin, everything which is the fruitiness of the skin. Our goal is to maintain that gentleness of the fruit, that very fresh fruit that we are trying to capture. And we have a special winery designed for just the Pinot Noir Reserve, very Burgundian style. We have very small tanks, open tanks. We do punch down. What we are doing after the fermentation, the maceration, we are draining and pressing. Then the wine goes 100% in new French oak. Then after that, we bottle 12 months later. So a very nice, delicate way of making our Pinot Noir Reserve.